Let's go to, I'm calling it Goodison Park because there's nothing good about it yesterday. Everton 2-0, 8 minutes on the clock, and Dye comes. Apparently standing ovation. You're thinking, 10 more minutes, and then we had the great win, first win of the season. We go into the winter break. I mean, incredible scenes. I mean, it was one of them, Rob, where I had to go off the game at 2-0. And when I saw 3-2, I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody's joking. There's no way they've let 3 goals in. Also, they were playing okay.
Brilliantly.
Control of the game. 1 or 2 players starting again a bit leggy, make a couple of changes, see it out, happy days. And then, it's been deemed as one of the most dramatic defeats ever in Premier League history to concede those 3 goals in the time span that went. I'll let you go, mate, because it's the first time picking a bit of social media and radio and whatever locally in the UK and travelling. I didn't see the game live, so I only saw highlights of things. But It's the first real time, Robert, I got a sense that the Everton fans were really unhappy with Sean Dyche.
Well, that's definitely right. At the end of the game, there's hardly anybody left in the stadium. Everybody's gone out, and the phone-ins and the reaction was really, really harsh on Sean Dyche. It's incredible, Rob, that this is the story right now. It's incredible because I saw all the game, obviously, and some of the football was really, really good. Like, really good. Like some of the intricate play. Dwight McNeil, Rob, was playing as a number 10. Njai
underneath UCL, wasn't he?
Yeah, underneath him, and Njai's on the left-hand side, and Eric Boonham, the young kid they got from Aston Villa, Robert, $11 million, big, powerful midfield player, looked good. Jack Harrison made a great cross-in for the first goal where Michael Keane gets a knockdown from the striker. They played really good football. And to that point, I'm going to go to my underappreciated performer of the weekend, Rob, and it's one of those a little bit like one to watch. And if anybody didn't see the game, Iliman Ndiaye is a new player that was at Marseille. He was at Sheffield United. He helped them get promoted into the Premier League when they came up. And then he got an opportunity to play for Marseille. And I think it's a club that he always wanted to play for. He had a connection there at Marseille. I guess it didn't work out. He's back in the Premier League now with Everton. And he is a breath of fresh air for Everton. I mean, he played on the outside, on the left-hand side. Skillful, Rob. He's just what Everton need. A tricky little player that's clever. He excites the fans. He gets them off the seat. He's not a Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's not an Abdoulaye Doucouré. He's a little bit tricky and jinky, and he was playing brilliantly. Really, really good. So I'm just going to chuck him in as my underappreciated one to watch.
One, mate, especially in a game like that, in a team that so disappointing to lose a game. It's sometimes good to pick someone out. Because I heard Robbie, as I was, reading reports and listening, people say he's got standing ovation. He was the main threat. Every time he picked the ball up, he looked like something was going to happen. I don't think people were saying necessarily about the change-up. I think there was more about, didn't they bring Doucouré on?
They brought in Jai off, Robert. I think 10 minutes to go. And
83 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, and it all went pear-shaped after that.
Doucouré on, then Beto on for DCL. They said, James Garner's there, maybe get control of the midfield, shore it up a little bit, which might be sort of being wise after the event. But, Bournemouth make their subs, Rob, and I saw it was Sinisterra got a goal and assist.
Yeah,
Alex gets a headed goal. Ouattara gets an assist. Semenyo up with another goal. So he brings 3 subs on. 6 minutes on the clock, attacking subs, change the game, get them, and end up getting them 3 incredible points. This feels like if Everton aren't careful, Rob, they're in for a proper Relo scrap in the last year. 133 years. I've just was looking. 133 years they've been at this great stadium, and we both played there, and we know it's not the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, shiny, big, and noise, and you get your pints poured from top to bottom. It's proper old, wooden, historic, lots of atmosphere, lots of noise, great place to play. Yeah. Goodison Park, mate. And one of those you miss playing at. Banter with the fan, having a good game, always, knowing that it's always going to be full. I've never been to Everton and it's not been full.
Yeah, it's a special place for me actually, Rob, because my last Premier League minutes were at Everton. We're at Goodison Park. I had a season with Charlton Athletic in the Premier League, and I started for Charlton at Goodison against Everton, and I felt a hamstring tear to come off in the game because of an injury. but that's the last time I played in the Premier League, and they are going to move to their new stadium, which looks magnificent, by the way. And I really hope they're still in the Premier League. What I would say, Rob, is that just before the last kind of week of the transfer window, I think I said on the last pod, I was really worried about Everton, given the market and the financial problems. Yeah. But I think the club have done a little bit of good deals there, a little bit of wheeling and dealing, and some decent players are coming in. And Jai, of course, is one of those. They've got a couple of others that have an impact into the game when they get ready to play Premier League football. So I hear you, and it's going to be a tough season. I do think, though, that they're going to, with the little deals done at the end, that they should be okay. And Jai, and McNeil is a central position. I think there's enough there. But my goodness, I mean, God, Everton, Rob, 2-0 up. My notes are like things like very encouraging. This is much better. Creative football through the centre. And Jai is an excellent. Good performances from McNeil, from DCR, from Rugbanum in midfield. And look at this for the last note. No drama, solid, impressive win. Very encouraging. I'm doing that like 88 minutes, trying to get ahead of. Yeah.
Oh, your rubber would have been going full a million.
Yeah,
times.
My little rubber on the end of my pencil. It's like this is crazy how that changed from good notes.
The worry, Rob, has got to be, and you're right, to control a game, to be in charge, to play good football, must encourage. But as Darcher said, it's one of the worst defeats he's had as a manager.
Yeah.
And he said it was the basic, those things. 3 crosses, Rob. So of all the teams you would play, Everton have had one of the best, I think it was 4th best defensive record last season. 3 crosses come in their box and they lose heads. Alex Scott's like 5'10", silky midfield player coming in your box and winning headers. You know, not doing those basics is a worry. If somehow the slant's gone and like Everton have, like, you know, after 80 minutes playing and thinking, actually, we can play a bit, you know, we think we're Man City. That's going to be the worry, because Everton have always scrapped the way out of it with their football and got themselves clear to the point where 8 points last season, they still weren't in a relegation fight.
Yeah.
I just hope that they don't get away from that, Rob, and that, you know, the new players coming in do bring technical ability, but Everton, first of all, have to fight and scrap for the right, and that's what they're going to have to do all season if they're going to stay up.
Yeah, I mean, they need Jared Bowen, Branthwaite. Jared Branthwaite is out with a groin injury right now. He's such an important player. They need him back very, very quickly.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.